All right, so for the purposes of this turn, what we're going to do is assume that our lonely purple gargoyle here has been forced to move first. So what's going to happen is he is going to be so freaked out by Exabrix's great prowess at fending him off from hand to hand with his halberd that he's going to be like, you know what, I'm out of here. Voomf, back up to 50 feet he goes. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, wait a minute. Isn't Exabrix and that gargoyle engaged in combat? Well, no, they're not, because flyers aren't engaged in combat unless they want to be, or another flyer says otherwise. All right. So technically, that gargoyle could fly around all of the adventurers and keep on going. Now, you might be asking yourself another question. Wait a minute. What about that gargoyle that we control now? Can't he stop him? Well, facing still matters, even in flight. So he's not in the first three of the green gargoyle, so the purple gargoyle is free to go. He's up at 50 feet. So let's see what everybody else is doing. Looks like Zelbaton's going to take another shot at the green goblin. Still doesn't know he's his ally. Pander is getting ready to take another shot because he's got a crossbow. Erendaw's had enough of this junk and is going to cast a flight spell to get into the fray himself and take care of this on his own. Exabrix is just going to sit around looking dumb. And this other gargoyle is going to go 50 feet to engage the purple gargoyle because that's what Erendaw is going to tell him to do. And now the purple gargoyle is engaged. All right. So Erendaw is going to cast that spell. There we go. So now we get into combat. Now it looks like Zelbaton can shoot, but they're at 50 feet. But it's unless he's really rolling criticals, it's not going to matter. I don't care how good he is. That's like, well, 50 feet would be -5. So that'd be a 9, but they're flying, so that's 4. So remember, they're flying. So it's the regular negatives, and a -4 bonus on top of it because they're just juking and stuff are just weird. So basically, that's what happens there. So it's and generally in things like that, it's basically better just roll first and ask questions later. I always find, it's like, you can figure it out and then roll, but it's like, just roll first. If you roll a 17 or an 18, it's not going to matter. So, don't worry about figuring out all the math ahead of time. Just get on with the game. Anyway, so now it's the gargoyles attacks. And of course, this one's out of facing. So the green gargoyle is going to get a +4 bonus. Again, though, he is attacking somebody else who is still flying, so a -4 to that. So it's going to be still going to be an 11 dexterity altogether, and that's going to be a hit. So it's going to be 2 dice of damage, -3 for the stone skin, and he rolls a 3. So absolutely nothing happens, kerblank. All right, so that's the end of that turn. So let's go to the next one.